Ngayon po ay matutunghayan natin ang ikatlong taunang completion ceremony na gaganapin virtual sa mataas na paaralan ng Bacungan para sa panaraang taong 2020 hanggang 2021. Sisimulan natin ang ating palatuntunan sa isang pambungad na panalangin na magmumula kay Ginang Marites F. Familial, Guro 1, na susundan ng pag-awit ng pambansang awit ng Pilipinas, Marcha ng Mimaropa, Marcha ng Silangang Mindoro, Himig ng Nauhan,
Sa oras pong ito, damhin po natin ang presensya ng ating Panginoon. Panginoon, aming makapangyarihan at mapagmahal na Ama, ang aming mga puso ay puspos at nagagalak sa araw na ito na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Lahat po ng mga bagay na inyong ibinibigay sa amin ay patunay ng inyong walang hanggang pagmamahal. Salamat po sa isa na namang taong magtatapos, ganun din sa lahat ng mga kaalamang aming natutunan. Salamat po sa aming mga magulang, sa kanilang walang sawang pagsasakripisyo at pagmamahal sa amin. Salamat po sa aming mga guro, sa kanilang walang kapagurang paggabay at pagtuturo sa amin ng iba't ibang kaalaman at kagandahang asal. Salamat po sa aming mga kamag-aral at kaibigan, sa pagbibigay buhay sa aming paglalakbay. Panginoon, marami po kaming pinagdaanan. Sa loob ng 4 na taon, iba't ibang uri ng problema, lalong higit ngayong may kinakaharap na pandemya. Ang aming naranasan. Naniniwala po kami, Ama, na sa aming paglalakbay sa buhay, may mga pagsubok kaming kahaharapin, ngunit sa gabay mo, kami ay mas magiging matatag at mabuting nilalang. Taos-puso po kaming humihingi ng tawad sa lahat ng aming kasalanan. Tulungan niyo po kaming hanapin ang kapayapaan at yakapin ang kabutihan. Sa araw pong ito ng aming pagtatapos, lubos po kaming nagpapasalamat sa iyo. Sa amin pong mga gagawing desisyon sa hinaharap, patuloy niyo po kaming gabayan. Naway gawin mo kaming mga instrumento upang ang iyong pag-ibig ay patuloy na manatili sa lahat ng panahon sa aming buhay. Lahat po ng ito ay aming ipinapanalangin sa ngalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus.
kapayapaan at mga kasaganaan sa Oriental Mindoro. Dito lamang matatagpuan. Kaya mga kababayan, laging itanim sa puso't diwa. Ikaw, ako'y Montoreño, pinagpala ng may kapal. Montoreño, isang sulong sa tagumpay ng bayan. Sulong ipakita, ipadama at ipahayag, pagmamahal sa Diyos at sa bayan. Mabuhay ka, Montoreño! Ang aming lalawigan, lalawigang minamahal. Kaming mga anak mo, pagkakaisa ang hangat. Ang ugali nating marangal ay sa kapwa ipadama. Iyan ako ang Montoreño, ang Montoreño ay ako. Kaya mga kababayan, laging itanim sa puso't diwa. Ikaw, ako'y Montoreño, pinagpala ng may kapal. Montoreño, isang sulong sa tagumpay ng bayan. Sulong ipakita, ipadama at ipahayag, pagmamahal sa Diyos at sa bayan. Mabuhay ka, Montoreño! Pagmamahal sa Diyos at sa bayan. Mabuhay ka, Montoreño!
Pakinggan natin ang pangunahing mensahe na ihahandog sa mga magsisipagtapos ng ating masipag at butihing ulong guro, Ginoong June B. Maranan.
Pagbati ng kapayapaan. Isang mainit na pagbati ang aking ipinaabot sa 42 completers at sa kanilang mga magulang sa araw na ito, ang ating ikatlong completion rites. Diyan din ang walang hanggang pasasalamat, higit ay sa kung may kapal. Sa buong pwersa ng pagduruan ng mataas na paaralan ng Bacungan, sa samahan ng mga magulang na lagi nakaagapay, sa LGU na walang sawang sumusuporta sa atin, sa sangguniang barangay na kinupkop ang paaralan sa simula pa lamang, at sa inyo pong lahat na naging kabahagi ng mahalagang kaganapang ito ngayong taong panuruan 2020-2021. Tunay nga na ang edukasyon ay sinubok ng pandemyang dulot ng COVID-19. Subalit, ang inyong mga pangarap ay hindi ninyo isinuko. Binigyang katuparan ang simula ng isang tagumpay. Walang atubili ninyong sinunod ang tagubilin ng inyong mga guro at magulang. Naiukit ang landas na nararapat sa inyong mga murang isipan. Ang moving up ceremony na ito, muli, ay isang hamon upang kayo ay dumako sa mas mataas na antas ng inyong pag-aaral, ang senior high school. Huwag kayong manghinawang magsunog ng kilay upang ituloy ang landas na inyong nasimulan. Higit ninyong pag-ibayuhin at ikintal sa inyong mga damdamin ang kahalagahan ng edukasyon at ang pagbabagong dulot nito pagdating ng panahon. Pagdating ng araw, bumalik kayo dito sa paaralan. Nabitbit ang mga sagisag ng inyong tagumpay bilang katuparan na rin ng aming dakilang layunin sa bawat isa sa inyo. Ang edukasyon ay dapat magpatuloy. Ang kalidad ng edukasyon ay lalo nating patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. Sama-sama, tulong-tulong at walang maiiwan. Aabutin ninyo ang tugatog ng tagumpay para sa sarili at para sa bayan. Muli, isang walang hanggang pasasalamat at pagbati. Mabuhay kayo, Bacayans.
Salamat po Sir June sa inyong napakagandang mensahe at sigurado po ako na ang mga inyong salitang nabanggit ay tatak sa puso't isipan ng mga batang magsisipagtapos. Ngayon naman ay pakinggan natin ang mensahe ng pagtanggap mula kay Queenie A. Mendoza, may mataas na karangalan.
Sa mahal naming mga magulang, mga guro, mga kapwa ko mag-aaral at magsisipagtapos, at sa lahat ng mga nanonood, isang kalugod-lugod na araw po sa inyong lahat. Ikinagagalak po namin na kayo ay makasama sa pagdiriwang ng ikatlong moving up ceremony ng mataas na paaralan ng Bacungan, ngayong 16 ng Hulyo, taong panuruan 2020 to 2021. Ito ang araw na ating pinakahihintay, ang katuparan ng ating masidhing pangarap na matapos ang puspusang pagpupunyagi sa pag-aaral. Mga hirap na ating naranasan upang matapos ang 4 na taon ng ating pag-aaral. Sa araw na ito, binibigyang halaga natin ang pagtatapos ng isang yugto. Ang tagumpay na ating nakamit, higit matapos ang 10 buwan na pakikibaka sa gitna ng pandemya. Ito ang araw na ating pinakaasam-asam. Ang magawaran ng kaukulang pagkilala ang ating pagtitiis, paghihirap at pagsusumikap. Hindi lamang sa akin ang karangalan na makapagtapos ng may natatanging pagkilala, kundi ang karangalan ay para sa ating lahat. At bilang pagtatapos sa aking talumpati, nais kong hikayatin ng mga kapwa ko magsisipagtapos na gamitin ng ayos ang natamasang karunungan sa ating pag-aaral. Isa puso natin ang lahat ng ating natutunan sa paaralang ito. Mula sa mga librong ating pinag-aralan, mga kaalaman na binahagi sa atin ng mahal nating mga guro. Gamitin natin sa kabutihan ng mga ito upang manatili nating tuwid ang ating tatahaking landas. Isang mainit na pagbati para sa pagtatapos nating lahat. Naway magtagumpay ang bawat isa sa atin sa ating tatahaking landas sa buhay, sa pag-aaral, mga gawain at higit sa lahat sa mata ng Diyos.
Ang sunod na mensaheng ating pakikinggan ay magmumula sa ating Education Secretary, Madam Leonor Magtolis Briones.
day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survive and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Ngayon naman po ay hayaan niyo po akong basahin ang mensahe ng ating Regional Director, Dr. Nicolas T. Capulong. Greetings of safety and protection to all our graduates and completers this school year 2020 to 2021. Congratulations, everyone. In spite of the continuing limitations brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, your resilience and perseverance as Filipino learners really shone through. Once again, proving how much you put premium on your education and on your future. You rose above all adversities, moved forward, and showed this country, this region, that nothing is impossible when you place your education at the top of your priorities. Again, kudos to all of you. This school year, the education of our children was triumphantly continued, implemented, and completed. However, this success is not attributed to DepEd alone, but more so to our parents, to our barangay officials, to our mayors, governors and representatives, to our education partners, to our entire communities, and of course, to our teachers and learners. Thank you very much for wholeheartedly embracing all these changes and for supporting all our reforms, programs, and advocacies. This tremendous success is the fruit of our unwavering faith in each other. This year's theme, Strengthening Quality Education Amid COVID-19 Pandemic, serves as the continuing guide to all the good work that we have started, while refining those that needs improvement. In the midst of this pandemic, the challenge to provide a strong education becomes more profound. We have yet to see the end of this health crisis, but with the collaborative efforts of everyone, we shall again rise above. We have done it last year, we can do it better this school year. Like a soldier in a battle, we remain standing, brave and strong to continue on. Challenges are hurdles that will make us more innovative, more resilient than ever. Armed with the knowledge and experiences that we have gathered last year, we will use all those to help one another. We will welcome good experiences and best practices that speak of great and relevant programs and projects. But of course, our top priority will always remain to be the health and safety of everyone. So dear pupils and students, be wise, continue learning and set big goals for your future. Work on attaining your dreams and encounter failures, but do not ever quit. Pray for courage and always listen to your heart. God is always in control, and He will never forsake all of us. Stay motivated and confident, for this pandemic shall end eventually. And when that happens, all together, we will look forward to a brighter COVID-free tomorrow. Again, congratulations everyone, and God bless us all.
Hayaan niyo akong basahin ang isang mensahe mula sa tagapamanihala ng Sangay ng Silangang Mindoro, Madam Susana D. Marasigan Bautista. School year 2020 to 2021 will surely go down in the books for being a historic year as we transition to distance learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic. There were a lot of uncertainties and questions on the readiness of the Department of Education, the learners, and the parents that surfaced. Some even called for an academic freeze, but we did not waver. When Education Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones officially opened school year 2020 to 2021 last October 5, 2020, she also declared victory over the deadly virus which has taken a toll on the education sector. After more than 9 grueling months, we are indeed victorious to have reached this far. To finish the school year is definitely a success worth celebrating. The theme for this school year is End of the School Year Rights, Strengthening the Quality of Education amid the COVID-19 pandemic is nothing but timely and relevant as shown in the level of creativity and perseverance that everyone in the DepEd has exemplified, just to guarantee continuous delivery of basic education services even amid the situation. Education has already evolved into learning beyond the four walls of our classrooms, aiming for excellence despite adversities and believing that no matter what, our education today will still lead to a better future for all our learners. I extend my warmest congratulations to all the graduates and completers of school year 2020 to 2021 for this remarkable milestone in your student lives because, in spite of difficulties, you stayed patient, hopeful, cooperative, and resilient in completing your school tasks. The end of the school year is just the beginning of another chapter in your life's journey. May you bring with you all the learnings of this school year as you continue to aim for greater success in your lives. The same recognition goes to all dear education partners, parents, local government units, private sectors, and stakeholders who tirelessly extended all kinds of support to DepEd. You have played significant roles in the learning process during this pandemic, and without you, our victory will be incomplete. Our heartfelt appreciation to all of you, and may our partnership continue to prosper in the coming years for all the good of all our learners. To all school heads, teachers, and all other school personnel who show dedication and commitment beyond measure in order to live up to the department's battle cry that education must continue amid the pandemic, I salute you. I give you my highest praises and commendation for all your hard work in handling this very challenging school year. Thank you for all your selfless contributions. Congratulations on the job well done, batch 2020 to 2021.
Bilang gurong tagapangasiwa ng mataas na paaralan ng Bacungan, malugod ko pong isinusulit ang 31 lalaki at 11 babae na pawang completers ngayong taong panuruan 2020-2021.
Isang mensahe muli ang ating maririnig mula sa ating taga-Masid Pampurok na silang nauhan, Ginoong Alfonso G. Encisa.
Sa bisa ng kapangyarihang iginawad ng kalihim ng kagawaran ng edukasyon, Leonor Magtolis Briones, sa ating minamahal na pansangay na tagapamanihala ng mga paaralan ng Oriental Mindoro, Ma'am Susana Marasigan Bautista, at bilang kanilang kinatawan sa gawaing ito, at batay na rin sa kahilingan ng punong guro ng Bacungan High School, Ginoong June Maranan, ng pagpapatunay sa 42 mag-aaral na isinulit at kasiyasiyang nakatupad sa kinakailangan ng kagawaran ng edukasyon Republika ng Pilipinas para sa kurikulum pansekundarya at paghakbang sa susunod na antas ng edukasyon ay lubos na pinagtitibay ngayong ika-16 ng Hulyo taong 2021 at tuloy ay pinagkakaloob ang katunayan ng inyong paghakbang. Kayo ngayon ay may karapatan ng makapagpatala at makapag-aral sa susunod na antas ng edukasyon. Maligayang bati sa inyong lahat.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Tunghayan natin ang mga completers ng Bacungan High School ngayong taong panuruan 2020-2021. Aldovino Eric A. Completer. Antinor Richard L. Completer. Bae Aidisen C. Completer. Barcelona Alex M. Completer. Bersoto Bain M. Completer. Bersoto Gian Paulo O. Completer. Borja Riniel L. Completer. Candulita Reden D. Completer. Sipilio Janly C. Completer. Sipilio Jillian. Completer. Como Justin S. Completer. Cueto Adrian B. Completer. Nagkamit ng karangalan. Iscaro Rensicarl C. Completer. Fajardo Neil M. Completer. Malibiran Dave Carlo A. Completer. Malibiran Lay Gabriel P. Completer. Maliksi Janweng T. Completer. Maliksi Vien Sean Michael M. Completer. Malbas Mark Joros D. Completer. Martinez John Henry. Completer. Mataya Giovanni Jr. G. Completer. Nagkamit Matnog Michael D. Completer. Mendoza Aldrin G. Completer. Mendoza Miko V. Completer. Medina John Mark P. Completer. Novicio King Daniel D. Completer. Nagkamit ng karangalan. Plata Rexon F. Completer. Nagkamit ng mataas na karangalan. Senyo John Christopher A. Completer. Velasquez Christian A. Completer. Velasquez Giancarlo U. Completer. Villarreal Norville D. Completer. Agtay Micaela Jane B. Completer. Balmes Donalyn M. Completer. Banta Kayla D. Completer. Di Torres Princess Elaine A. Completer. Nagkamit ng karangalan. Evangelista Charlotte Q. Completer. Fajardo Jenny M. Completer. Gales Mary Joy C. Completer. Mendoza Queenie A. Completer. Nagkamit ng mataas na karangalan. Salazar Angelica M. Completer. Velasquez Lynn C. Completer. Nagkamit ng mataas na karangalan. Zuleta Jacqueline A. Completer.
Isang malaking karangalan para sa akin ang maatasan na magpakilala sa inyo ng ating panauhing tagapagsalita. Siya po ay isang inspirasyon para sa ating mga kabataan dahil sa kanyang mga nagawa na at narating na sa kanyang murang edad. Siya po ay anak ni Ginoong Rolando P. David at Ginang Josephine C. David. Siya ay nagtapos ng elementarya sa mababang paaralan ng Bacungan ng may karangalan taong 2011 at ng sekundarya sa Agustin Gutierrez Memorial Academy ng may karangalan taong 2015. Tinapos naman niya ang Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering sa Divine Word College of Calapan taong 2020. Mula naman ng taong 2018, siya ay inaluklok bilang pinuno ng Sanggunian ng Kabataan sa Barangay Bacungan. Hanggang ngayon ay kanyang ipinamamalas ang kanyang natatanging galing at aktibong partisipasyon hindi lamang sa barangay kundi pati na rin sa ating mataas na paaralan ng Bacungan. Ngayon po ay ating virtual na palakpakan ang ating panauhing tagapagsalita, walang iba kundi si Ginoong Roy Joland C. David.
Hello everyone. Salamat po sa napakagandang introduction, Miss Ariana Grande. Miss Arian Joy Famonag. Natuwa po ako sa naging introduction para sa akin. Salamat po. Sobrang saya ko po na ako naging guest speaker ninyo ngayon. Sa totoo lang, kung hindi po kayo masaya, problema nyo na. Dahil masaya man kayo or malungkot kayo, bayad po ako, so hindi ako masyadong concerned sa mararamdaman ninyo. Sa hindi pa po nakakalam, hindi po ako dito nagtapos ng high school. At bilang kayo po ay taga Bacungan High School, lagi ko pong nababalitaan na matatalino at magagaling kayo. Hindi naman siguro lahat ng balita, tama. Para po sa pamunuan ng Bacungan High School, to your school principal, Mr. Coco Martin, Mr. June Maranan, at para naman sa advisor ng grade 10, kay Mr. Daniel Padilla, Mr. Julius Dio Siago, at para din sa ating mga magaganda at nagagwapuhan na guro, magulang, lolo at lola, at sa mga magiging magulang, magandang araw po. To all students na nagpapanggap na estudyante, nakalimutang sila estudyante, at sa lahat po na hindi naman naimbitahan, pero nandito ngayon at nanonood, sa kadahilan ng nag-i-scroll lamang at nakita tong video na to. And of course, para sa ating mga estudyante na nakapagtapos ng grade 10, a very warm round of applause everybody. Deserve nyo lahat ito. Gusto ko sabihin na, wait lang. Di pa tapos. Mamaya ko pa kayo babatiin. As introduced, ako po si Roy Joland David. Isa po akong sikat na speaker. Wait lang. Opinion ko po yun. Wala kayong pakialam dun. Pero ngayong araw na ito, hindi ito para sa akin. Ang araw na ito ay hindi tungkol sa akin. Ito ay tungkol sa inyo. Para sa inyo talaga ang araw na ito. Kaya ibinibigay ko ito para sa inyo. Saglit lang naman ang sasabihin ko, hindi ko na po hinabaan. Marami sana akong gustong sabihin pero may mga kanya-kanya pa kayong gagawin so bibilisan ko na lang. Promise ko po, hanggang alas 11 lang tayo. Alas 11 ng gabi, tapos na tayo. Kung ayaw niyo naman, edi alas 11 ng kinabukasan tayo matatapos. Ang totoo talaga niyan, hindi ako nakapaghanda para sa speech na ito. Kaya hindi ko may papangako na may matututunan kayo. Kung hindi kayo matuto, huwag akong sisihin ninyo. Dahil tulad ninyo, biktima rin ako kaya ako nandito. Kung wala kayong matutunan, oo wala. Okay lang sa akin. Kasi nung graduation ko, wala rin akong natutunan. Wait lang. Mayroon pala. Meron naman akong natandaan sa speech ng speaker namin. Gamit na talaga. O gasgas na. Ang laging sinasabi, congratulations and thank you. So, alam niyo na. And then message ko po sa inyong lahat, congratulations and thank you. So, pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa sunod na program. Ma'am, pa-next video clip na po tayo. Sa gayon, sa palagay ko, hindi magandang ideya na magbigay ng payo sa aking nakababatang sarili. O kayo yun. Dahil kung magbibigay ako ng payo sa aking nakababatang sarili, sigurado akong hindi siya makikinig. Alam ko yun kasi ako yun. At kilala ko kung sino ako. Nakikinig lang ako kapag nakikipag-usap. Sana ngayong araw ay maaari kang magpanggap na mas bata sa sarili ko. Kahit saglit lang naman. Hindi mo kailangan makinig sa akin, ngunit basta umupo ka lang dyan at samahan mo ko. Magiging maayos lang ang iyong nakakatandang sarili. Usually, sa mga ganitong pangyayari, di ba ang trabaho ng speaker ay magbigay ng mga karanasan o kwento na maaari maging gabay ng bawat isa sa inyo. At halos lahat ng speaker sasabihin sa inyo, mangarap kayo. Di ba ganoon naman talaga sasabihin sa inyo? Mangarap kayo. Libre lang ang mangarap, kaya mangarap ka. Sa karanasan ko, tama naman. Libre ang mangarap. Pero sa totoo lang, uulitin ko ha, libre lang ang mangarap, kaya mangarap ka hanggat gusto mo. Ngayon, ang tanong, libre ba ang pag-abot sa pangarap? Libre lang ang mangarap, kaya mangarap ka hanggat gusto mo. Pero hindi libre ang pag-abot sa pangarap. Kung libre ang pangarap, siguro dahil kung totoo pong libre ang mangarap, bakit hindi lahat ng nangarap ay naabot ang kanilang pangarap? Bakit hanggang ngayon, maraming pangarap ang nananatiling pangarap? Isa pa, kapag ganitong pangyayari, malamang sasabihin ng speaker, follow your dream. Oo, tama naman, pero di pa din ako naniniwala sa ganyan. Dahil marami na pong tao ang sinundan ng pangarap nila pero hindi nagtagumpay dahil mali pala ang pangarap niya. Oo, tama po. May pangarap na mali. At paano kung mali ang pangarap mo? So, don't follow your dream. Sa halip, follow nyo na lang po ako sa Twitter o kaya sa Instagram. No. Joke lang po. Follow your heart. Ang tunay na pangarap, nararamdaman ng puso. Hindi dinidikta ng kani-kanino puso. Konting kwento muna bago nyo makuha ang inyong blankong diploma o certificate of completion. Joke lang. Dati kasi nung hindi pa virtual ang graduation, blanko na papel ang ibinibigay sa amin dati. Sa totoo lang, walang taong natutulog ang nakukuha ang gusto nila. Kung gusto mong makuha o masalo ang biyayang iahagi sa iyo ng buhay na ito, dapat gising ka. Dapat nandun ka. Dapat handa ka. Huwag kang umanga. At mas lalong huwag kang patanga-tanga. Kung hindi, tamaan ka. Maraming tao ang maaaring magkaroon ng kagustuhan na maabot ang kanilang pangarap. Ngunit, iilan lamang ang handang gawin kung ano ang kinakailangan upang magawa ito. Isa pa, ang inyong pagpayag na magtagumpay ay mas mahalaga kaysa sa inyong hangarin na magawa ito. Ang buhay ay madaming ibibigay na mga bagay sa ating lahat. Ang ilan ay mabuti, ang ilan naman ay masama. Kung wala ka dito, kung wala ka sa paligid, paano mo mahuhuli ang alinman sa mga ito? Mangyayari lamang ang tagumpay kapag nasa paligid ka. At ang mga taong naroroon ay nag-iisa lamang. Before reaching the age of 22, I didn't know what I should do with my life. I knew I want to be something. I knew I wanted to be someone. I knew I had to prove something to some people, but no one would be around to tell me how. Or maybe there were some people around, I just didn't ask. I failed many times before in my life, and I can't even describe the pain, disappointment, and frustrations that went along with my failures. Hindi porket lalaki ka, di ka na pwedeng umiyak. Ilang beses din akong umiyak. Minsan nga, umiyak ako habang tumatawa. Eh di, parang konting-konti na lang, baliw ka na. But then, I realized one important lesson in life. Failure is not the enemy of success. It doesn't tell you what works, but sure, it tells you what doesn't. Knowing what doesn't work eventually introduces you to what works. And when you know what works, that is success. In college, I took civil engineering. Hindi ko gusto nung una, pero habang tumatagal, nasasanay na din. Nung nasa engineering na ako, at nahihirapan na ako sa mga subjects ko, minsan naiiyak na ako. Sabi ko, anyari na. Mukhang di na madadagdagan ang pangalan ko ng 4 na letter sa unahan. Yung ENGR. Eh sa engineering pa naman, kapag ang math subjects nagkasabay-sabay, mababaliw ka talaga. One time, nagkasabay-sabay yung subject na calculus, lactobacillus, stimulus, cumulus, lotus. Ayun, wala na. Nakakahilo na talaga. Hindi lahat ng pangarap ay tamang pangarap para sa'yo. Eh paano malalaman kung tama ang pangarap mo? Kung nahihirapan at napapagod ka physically, pero masaya at fulfilled ka naman spiritually. Malamang sa ganitong pangyayari, madalas ninyong maririnig, don't give up. Kung susuko, laban lang. Pero ngayong araw, sasabihin ko sa inyo, give up. If you want to level up, first you must give up. So give up on your former self, embrace your brand new self. At sana yung bagong ikaw ay handa na, masigasig, at higit sa lahat, may tapang na harapin ang kinabukasan. Kumbaga, ang dating nanunulad o nangongopya, ngayon ay nagsasarili na. Hindi mo naman kailangan sundan ng standard ng iba para masabing successful ka. Meron tayong kanya-kanyang paraan. Hindi mo na kailangan i-compare ang sarili mo sa iba dahil alam mo, hindi ka mas magaling sa kanila, pero magaling sa iyo. Ang alam ko, magkakaiba tayo. May kanya-kanya tayong paraan. I gave up the things that make my life easy because they don't prepare me for anything, they don't strengthen me, they don't challenge me, they don't bring out the better version of me. An easy life will never make you a better person. There are many things in life that you won't get right the first time, but you don't have to get everything right away. Whatever you do, you will have to fail at some point. That's okay. Okay, fast forward tayo. Kunwari, tapos na kayo ng college. Kung sa tingin ninyo, natapos na ang exam sa buhay ninyo, andito ako para guluhin muna ang mga isipan ninyo. Hindi dahil natapos na kayo sa school, tapos na rin ang exam. Sa susunod na kabanata ng buhay ninyo, mas maraming exam na naghihintay sa inyo. Ang pinagkaiba lang, sa buhay sa labas, wala ng prof na nagbibigay ng grade at wala ng parents na susugod sa school para ipaglaban kayo o ipakiusap na ipasa kayo. Pero, yung kalidad ng buhay, magsasabi kung pasado ba kayo o basta kayo. Pero, ang magandang balita naman yan, ikaw na magiging guro para sa inyong sarili. Pwede mo bigyan ng perfect score ang sarili mo kahit na wala ka naman tama na ginawa. You can choose to teach yourself or just be content with what you know. You can choose to give yourself an easy exam with your notes open or challenge yourself with impossible questions. Never allow yourselves to be taken advantage by anyone in the position of power because the future doesn't belong only to them. The future belongs to everyone who contribute to create it. You can choose to create a society that you can call your own, a place where you are free to dream and fail and dream and fail again and dream and hopefully eventually succeed. So my advice for you, don't be afraid if we will not approve of your choices, because the truth is you don't owe us anything. You can be a girl or boy regardless if you were born a girl or a boy. You don't owe your parents anything, for they only sent you to school because they love you. You don't owe your teachers anything, for they just perform their mission to teach and prepare you for what's coming. So don't be obliged to pay us back. But please, magbigay naman kayo kung meron na. But your real obligation now is to take good care of yourself, of your generation. Make that promise to yourself that one day, you will be the best civil engineer, information technologies, educator, nurse, police, entrepreneur. Gaya ng mga magulang ninyo, proud din ako sa inyo mga completers. Makukuha nyo na ang blanco na papel na tinatawag na certificates of completion. Joke lang. That piece of paper is important. But diplomas do fade, metals get rusty, certificates get old. Alam nyo kung ano yung nagtatagal? The wonderful memories and experience and friendships you made here will last long. Your achievements today may be forgotten soon before you can even land your first job or second or third job. Your achievement is a recognition of what you have become. It is ang katotohanan kasi, the world does remember no cum laude, no valedictorian, o kung ano pa man yan. It only remembers those who have made an impact on the lives of the people they serve. Hopefully, you will serve humanity to the best of your ability. Your future is yours to create. It is yours to design. It is yours to embrace. We had our time, and our time is almost over. Para sa mga magulang na nandito at nanonood, ang tanging hiling ko lang, huwag kayong magsasawa na gabayan at suportahan ng. Finally, I will tell you one important truth. Life will not guarantee you of anything. You are not entitled to some automatic success. Some of you may make it. Some of you may not. Some of you may stumble and get up. Some of you may stumble and stay on the ground. But please know that it only happens because life doesn't have any obligation to guarantee your success. It only gives you one assurance, that you can try to do anything at any time, at any place, as long as you can endure. But if you should move on with your life with kindness, if you keep your faith in God and in yourself, and if you stay in love in what you do best, then amazing things will come your way. Lastly, please don't take your life so seriously. Tanong nyo kung bakit? Ilang beses ka na bang nagseryoso, pero sa huli, ikaw ang iniwan at hindi sineryoso? Remember, I told you about the only two things I remembered from our speaker on my own graduation. Hopefully, you won't forget these words either. To the completers of 2020, 2021, congratulations and God bless. It has been an honor of my life to have been your guest speaker. Thank you.
Ang sunod na mensaheng ating pakikinggan ay magmumula kay Rexon F. Plata, may mataas na karangalan para sa mensahe ng pasasalamat.
Ang tunay na sekreto ng pag-asenso ay ang pagsisimula ng pagsisikap at pagpupunyagi sa ating buhay. Hindi matatapos sa pagdiriwang na ito ang aming paglalakbay sa pag-abot ng aming mga pangarap. Hindi man naging madali ang taong ito para sa ating lahat, lalo na para sa aming mga mag-aaral, ay hindi ito naging hadlang upang patunayan na kaya namin makipagsabayan sa hamon ng buhay. nang dahil sa nararanasan nating pandemya ay nabagong sistema ng edukasyon. Kung noon ay gumigising ako ng maaga para pumasok sa paaralan, ngayon ay napalitan ng mga akademikong babasahin at module para aming pag-aralan. Naniniwala ako na kahit ganito man ang sistema ng pag-aaral ay napatunayan ko na mayroon pa rin akong natutunan. Ika nga, the show must go on. Hindi naman tumigil ang pag-ikot ng mundo, kaya piliin mong gawin ang mas makakabuti para sa'yo. Huwag mong sayangin ang oras na madagdagan ng iyong mga kaalaman. Being optimistic reminds us that we are not completely powerless in the face of adversity. Our inner strength lives deep within us. It can always manifest itself into something incredibly beautiful. Mahirap man ang ating mga napagdaanan, ngunit hindi tayo sumuko at sumabay sa agos ng buhay. At ngayon, nagbunga na ang ating pagsusunog ng kilay. Ito ay patunay na kaya nating magtagumpay. Hindi lang tayo basta isang mag-aaral. We are a student fighting for our future. Kung kaya masasabi natin sa ating sarili, I'm proud of. At bago tayo magpatuloy sa panibagong hinto ng ating buhay mag-aaral, una na nating pasalamatan ang Puong May Kapal na siyang gumabay sa atin mula nang makita natin ang ganda ng mundo at magsimulang mangarap. Hindi nawala sa ating tabi at tinulungan tayong buksan ang ating puso at isip sa bawat aral at kailangan nating matutunan. Sa ating mahal na paaralan na naging ikalawang tahanan nating lahat. Sa ating mga guro na humubog sa ating pag-iisip, sa ating puso at sa ating pananampalataya upang sa darating na panahon ay maging isang kapaki-pakinabang na mamamayan sa ating bayan. Pumanday sa ating pagkatao sa loob na 4 na taon at sa mga kaalamang bukas palad ng ibinahagi sa atin. Sa ating mga magulang, isang taos-pusong pasasalamat. Ang pangarap nilang mabigyan tayo ng tamang edukasyon ay lubos na kasiya-siya at kapuri-puri. Mapapalad tayo at iginawad sa atin ng ating mga magulang ang ating karapatang makatanggap ng tamang edukasyon at mainit nating matamasa ang kanilang walang sawang suporta sa ating pag-aaral. Ang lahat ng ito na ating tinatamasa ngayon ay isa ring malaking tagumpay para sa lahat ng mga tao na naghirap upang makarating tayo sa araw na ito. Mga kapwa ko completers, binabati ko kayong lahat. Nakatapos tayo kahit na may kinakaharap tayong pandemya, kaya taas noon nating sabihin na we made it at kaharapin ang panibagong pagsubok na ating kakaharapin pa. Sa Puong May Kapal, sa aming mga magulang, mga guro, kapamilya at kaibigan, at sa mga tao na nanonood ngayon upang masaksihan ang tagumpay namin bilang kinatawan ng aming klase, 10 ng aking mga kapwa completers, nais po namin magpasalamat sa inyong lahat.
Ang panunumpa ng katapatan ay pagungunahan ni Lynn C. Velasquez na mataas na karangalan.
Taas ang kanang kamay at sumunod sa akin. Kami na magsisipagtapos ngayong taong ito ay taimtim na nangangako mananatiling matapat sa aming paaralan ng Bacungan High School at nangangakong hindi dudungisan ang kanyang marangal na pangalan nang sa gayon kami ay kanyang ikarangal hindi lamang ngayon kundi sa mga susunod na araw. Isa sa buhay ang bunga ng edukasyon ng aming nakamtan. Kasihan nawa kami ng Puong May Kapal.
People laugh as they stare at you and say she's got nowhere to go. But if they only know you're thinking, where did I go wrong? How should I move on in spite of what I see? They're losing faith in me. You tell yourself you believe that in every feat it takes a heart to endure all the pain and grief, having the hope to see the best that you can be. Follow your dreams, the courage found within. Your soul is keeping you so strong that you could rise each time you fall and stand up on your own. This time you won't go wrong. Just give your best to hold your will persistently. become the one you've always aimed to be. Got to find your place where you'll proudly face the woes that come your way. Sometimes it's hard to say if you can stick to your desire. Never lose the fire that burns up light inside. For you to win the fight, you tell yourself to achieve, you must not retreat. Resist the storm and be tough if you must compete. Learning the path of fate by every road you take. Follow your dream, the courage found within. Your soul is keeping you so strong that you could rise each time you fall and stand up on your own. This time you won't go wrong. Just give your best to hold your will persistently. Become the one you've always aimed of, reaching that peak so high. But you can't describe all your fears inside. Then one day you might be filled with worries. You'll find out in time. Every misery meant to make you feel you're stronger to breathe. Follow your dream, the courage found within. Your soul is keeping you so strong that you could rise each time you fall and stand up on your own. This time you won't go wrong. Just give your best to hold your will persistently. Become the one you've always aimed to be.
Isang taus-pusong pagbati ang ipinaaabot sa lahat ng nagsipagtapos sa ikasampung baitang. Nagagalak ang pamunuan ng Bacungan High School sa nakamit ninyong kaalaman at kasanayang magpapaunlad sa inyong sarili at naghahanda sa inyo sa kinabukasan upang maging kapaki-pakinabang na miyembro ng pamilya at lipunan. Masasabi kong isang pagtatagumpay ang araw na ito. Ang mga karanasan at pagunlad na inyong tinamo sa nakalipas na taon ng pag-aaral ay lalo pa ninyong paunlarin, dagdagan, pagbungahin sa mga susunod na antas ng inyong pag-aaral. Ang hindi ninyo pagsayang sa pagkakataong kayo ay makapag-aral ay di lamang pagpapakita ng pagpapahalaga sa inyong sarili, ngunit higit sa lahat ay pagpapakita ng pagpapahalaga sa inyong mga magulang na walang sawang nagtataguyod sa inyo. Muli, sa mga minamahal naming magulang at nagsipagtapos, maraming salamat po. Salamat po sa inyong pagtitiwala at suporta sa Bacungan High School. Umaasa po kami na sana'y patuloy naming madama ang inyong suporta sa ating inang paaralan. Nakalulungkot man po na di tayo nabigyan ng formal na pagtatapos, nagagalak pa rin kami at sumapit tayo sa ganitong pagkakataon. Lagi po nating tatandaan, anuman ang sitwasyon at ating kinakaharap sa buhay, ang edukasyon ay hindi nararapat huminto. Muli po, isang mapagpalang araw sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat po.
kabutihan.